Do you need to meal plan, but don't have time to meal prep, or just don't want to make time to meal prep? There is a solution for you. I'm going to talk today all about meal planning, even if you don't like to meal prep or you don't have time to meal prep. Before we get into that, though, let me quickly introduce myself. If we have not met before, hi, my name is Aimee Cerka. I am the money confidence coach and founder of Money Masters Inner Circle. So women hire me to help them ditch financial stress for good so they can create the options, financial security, and generate true wealth to create that impact that they've always desired to. Now, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications. That way, every single time there is a new helpful video for you talking all about financial strategies to up-level your finances, you're the first to know. Let's dive in. So, you don't have time to meal prep, but we need to meal plan so that we are set up for success. I've got 4 different strategies for you that are going to be game-changing for your finances, the kitchen, the meal times, all those things. These are the 4 things that you need to set yourself up for success, to be efficient and to eat well, all of those things, okay? So the first strategy I want to talk about when it comes to meal planning, keep the ingredients that you need on hand. If there's common ingredients that you use, we dived all into this inside Money Masters Inner Circle this month. It was super helpful, but those ingredients that we use all the time, maybe it's like diced tomatoes or making sure that you've got flour on hand. Those are some random ones coming to the top of my mind. But having a list of ingredients that you use pretty regularly, keeping them on hand so that we know we'll have them when we need them, because nothing is worse than trying to come up with something, or you've came up with something to make and you're going to make it, you're doing good, you're staying on track with your time, all of those things, you're gonna make this dish. This actually happened to me this week, and then you're like, oh crap, I don't have the thing that I need to make that. Side note, another thing to check when you're planning out your meals is that you have the ingredients that you need, which I clearly did not successfully do this week. But step number 4 was going to be how I worked around that when that came up for myself. So number 1, keeping ingredients that you need on hand. We are not trying to use all of our pantry and clear it out and keep it cleared out, okay? There are strategies in using a kitchen inventory, and we talked all about that, but keeping the ingredients that you use frequently on hand is so smart and so helpful. The second thing that we want to talk about is buying in bulk. If there is something that you use quite frequently, for us, it's probably going to be meat, ground beef, chicken, etc. If you buy it in bulk, you always have it on hand, which again is kind of the key here. Keeping the things that you need on hand that you use regularly, if you buy in bulk, it's going to help save on costs. Caution though. Most of the time I do this through Sam's, or for us it's Sam's. Costco could be another option for you. But when you go into these places, have a list and stick to your list, because it can be, we spend money fast. It seems like the average per item that you buy at Sam's is about $10. So you got 10 items in your cart, it's going to be about $100. So it adds up quickly. So it is a tool to utilize, and be strategic about it though, using it when we need to, but cautioning ourselves from overspending, right? So we got keeping ingredients that we need on hand. We're buying the stuff that we can in bulk to help save on cost. Number 3 is having what we call go-to meals. So you've created this great meal plan. You know that you're going to do this. I am going to, it's Wednesday. So let's say Wednesday we are going to do like chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Wednesday are typically the easy days for us, but that's what you're going to do. Actually, that's not going to work because that's a go-to meal. So Wednesday, we'll say I was making lasagna, okay? So we're making lasagna, it's Wednesday, but then something happens, life happens, it's crazy, and I look at the clock and I'm like, we're supposed to be eating dinner in 30 minutes. There is no way I'm putting together lasagna in time, because we're not meal prepping here, right? Like that typically doesn't happen for us. If anything, it's throwing it in the crock pot, but that's a whole nother discussion. But we have a meal prep, so we would have to start the lasagna from scratch. That's not happening to have dinner on the table in like 30 minutes, right? And I get hangry. Kids do too. This is not something that we want to do. So postponing dinner is not really an option. What do? go-to meals, okay? So your go-to meals is a list of meals of things that you keep on hand at all times, but they're simple things that you can pull together quickly. So like I mentioned, chicken nuggets and mac and cheese is one of our go-to meals, but having simple things on hand, a lot of times it's simple stuff like that, like fish sticks, chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, some form of chicken. Sometimes we can pull things together with the Instant Pot. I'm still working on my Instant Pot air fryer skills here. Air fryer is really the one that we use more than the Instant Pot, but sidetracked there, okay? But keeping a list of meals of things that you can have on hand at all times. So when life happens and things go crazy, instead of going to go get takeout, which is what we normally do, right? You can go to one of your go-to meals. It'll be ready, fast, easy to go, or easy to make. It's not taking a lot of time, but you're getting dinner on the table. It might not be super healthy, but it's gonna be healthier than eating out. Or if you're eating out somewhere nice and it would have been healthier to eat out, like we're again making smart decisions with our money. So then maybe you make that decision that this is your eating out. But that's different. The point of this though is to meal plan successfully. And creating go-to meals is a game-changing way to make sure you are successful when it comes to your meal plans. Okay, you ready? We got the fourth and final one. This is the one that I said saved us earlier this week when I was supposed to be making stuffed meatballs and I did not have whole milk to do that. Be flexible. It's so simple. But when we create our meal plans, it's not about setting things in stone. It's not like this was planned on Monday, so this is what I'm going to make on Monday, no matter what. For me, I kind of put together a rough schedule, knowing like what our day-to-days look like. Okay, like I think this would be good on Monday, or this would be good on Tuesday. So we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then one day during the weekend. Typically, we only need 5 of those meals because one night normally ends up being leftovers and one night is normally out to eat, but we have it planned just in case. So earlier this week, when I realized that I didn't have what I needed to make the stuffed meatballs, I just looked later on the schedule. What can I switch around that I can make tonight and move the stuffed meatballs later in the week when I can go get the whole milk or send somebody to go get the whole milk, right? That simple little switch in combination with our go-to meals and keeping those items on hand, you're going to be set up for success and you don't have to meal prep. If you like meal prepping, great, go for it. But honestly, it doesn't really work for us. Like I said, the extent of my meal prepping is normally like putting something in the crock pot, okay? Like I feel like I need a reminder every single day, like pull the meat you need for dinner out of the freezer. Something that I've said I'm going to set up just to help us all out because I know that we all forget. But having the go-to meals and the ability to switch, or giving yourself the ability to switch things around when you need to, it's going to save so much time for you, so much stress, and you're going to be able to meal plan without meal prepping successfully. Your budget's going to thank you, your family's going to thank you, and you should thank yourself. So with that, I'll recap here in just a minute, but I wanted to let you know if you are thinking like, okay, that sounds great and all, but I really I'm so tired of feeling stuck, that paycheck to paycheck, or tired of budgeting, those feelings there. And I want you to know that I totally get it. And that's the reason why I put together the Budget Makeover Guide. The Budget Makeover Guide is designed to help you find the extra you already have in your existing bank account starting today. There's no additional income required. And if you're thinking like, okay, that sounds great and all, Aimee, but I've done all the things, it's just not there. I want you to try it. You'll be surprised. You'll find income that you didn't even know that you actually had. The average person actually finds $250, which, I don't know about you, can be pretty game-changing when it comes to your finances. So if you have not grabbed the Budget Makeover Guide and you want to grab it, there's a link below that you can grab it, or you can text BMG to 817-969-4653. Again, 817-969-4653. Should be on the screen right here as well. So if you want to grab the Budget Makeover Guide, make sure you grab it. It's going to be game changing for you. I know it. And let's quickly recap what our 4 strategies were. If you don't have time to meal prep, but you need to meal plan so you don't end up eating out every single night. The first thing was keeping ingredients that you use on a regular basis on hand so that we don't run into the oops, we don't have that. The second thing was buying strategically in bulk. That's going to help us save money because it's the items that we use all the time, right? The third thing was go-to meals. Again, this is such a game changer. You need to have a go-to meals list ready to go at all times. And the fourth thing was be flexible with your meal planning. Yes, it's important that we plan, but we also need to create this reality around our life. It's not creating our life around these things that we want to do. Systems and productivity, it's great, but only if it works for you in your situation. So make it flexible so that it can work for you. Okay, I think that's it for today. Make sure you grab the budget makeover guide so you can find the extra that you already have in your existing personal finances starting today. We'll see you next week for another episode of Money Mastery with Aimee. Bye for now.